Durk secures $12 million lawsuit victory amid his murder-for-hire case. Lil Durk secured a legal win with a $12.5 million lawsuit from Ceddy Talent Capital was dropping, offering a rare relief amid his ongoing federal murder-for-hire case. According to court records filed under U.S. District Court, all claims brought by the Ceddy Talent Capital against Durk, his label Only the Family, NOTF label, have been dismissed with prejudice. That means the case cannot be refiled and no party will recover legal fees. The rapper also waived his rights to appeal. The lawsuit, first filed in 2023, accused Durk and his former manager, Andrew Bonsu, of orchestrating a fraudulent deal involving the rights of the song Bedtime. Ceddy Nash, Durk just won $12.5 million, right? United States District Court, Southern District of California, Ceddy Talent Capital, LLC versus Durk, Derek Banks, aka Lil Durk, Andrew Bonsu, Only the Family Entertainment, Incorporated, OTF label, and TTPMG LLC defendants. So already right there, y'all probably should be looking at who's suing versus who's being sued. So we'll kind of, wither through this way. Stipulation of dismissal with prejudice as to defendants Durk, Derek Banks, aka Lil Durk, Only the Family Entertainment Incorporated, and OTF label. The appearing parties to this action through their undersigned counsel and pursuant to rder-for-hire for one hereby stipulate that all claims asserted in this action against defendants Durk, Derek Banks, PKA, Lil Durk, Only the Family Entertainment Incorporated, and OTF label collectively, the bank's defendants shall be and the same hereby are dismissed with prejudice and without cost or fees to any party. The bank's defendants waiving all rights of appeal. The stipulation does not dismiss the claims asserted in this action against non-appearing defendants Andrew Bonsu and TTPMG LLC, and nothing in this stipulation shall or shall be considered to release, waive, diminish, impair, or otherwise affect any claims and rights that any party may possess against those non-appearing defendants. Ceddy Talent Capital LLC filed a lawsuit in the Southern District of New York against Durk, Derek Banks, professionally known as Lil Durk, Andrew Bonsu, Only the Family Entertainment Incorporated, OTF label, and TTPMG LLC. The case centered on business disputes related to the OTF brand and its management or financial dealings. On October 28, 2025, a stipulation of dismissal with prejudice was filed, meaning the court officially closed the claims against certain defendants, Lil Durk, Only the Family Entertainment, and OTF label permanently. This stipulation indicates that Ceddy Talent Capital and the named bank's defendants, Lil Durk, and his affiliated entities reached a legal resolution or agreement that ended the dispute between them. By dismissing the claims with prejudice, Ceddy Talent Capital cannot refile the same claims in the future. The document also clarifies that each side bears its own legal costs and that Lil Durk's team waives any right to appeal, signaling a mutual agreement to move on without further litigation between these parties. However, the case is not completely over. The stipulation specifies that the dismissal only applies to Lil Durk, OTF label, and Only the Family Entertainment, not to the other defendants like Andrew Bonsu or TTPMG LLC. That means Ceddy Talent Capital may still be pursuing active claims against those remaining parties, and the litigation could continue separately against them. Here are the pros, like you'll always like to know. Lil Durk's legal burden is lifted. This dismissal removes Lil Durk and his companies from ongoing litigation, sparing them from continued legal fees, times, and publicity. Bad publicity, but we weren't paying attention to this shit. Being dismissed with prejudice confirms closure and ensures no refiling of the same claims against them. Brand protection for Lil Durk and OTF. This outcome protects their public and business image. It signals to fans, investors, and business partners that the legal matter has been resolved without further liability, preserving the brand's credibility. And then the fact that both sides agreed to the dismissal suggests there may have been a private settlement or a compromise that worked in Durk's favor, avoiding the risk of an unpredictable trial or judgment. The stipulation explicitly states that there will be no additional fees or appeals. That means Durk's team doesn't owe the plaintiff legal fees, and the case can't be reopened against them, saving significant money and ensuring finality. But everybody else is still on the hook. The lawsuit continues against Andrew Bonsu and TTPMG LLC, which means the overall dispute surrounding OTF or related businesses dealings isn't completely resolved. Their potential liability can still affect OTF's wider business network. Because the filing doesn't specify the terms of the dismissal, it's unclear whether any money or concessions were exchanged privately. The lack of transparency might raise speculation about what was agreed behind closed doors. Even though the case was dismissed, the public record, a federal lawsuit involving Lil Durk remains online. Opponents or media could still reference the case as part of a broader narrative around the business. So, Exceed Talent's capital involvement in litigation's visibility might make future investors or partners more cautious in working with Durk's companies. Even a dismissed lawsuit can trigger reputational concerns about due diligence and contract management. So you can look at a $12 million lawsuit that's dropped as good. Be good. And by everything I gave y'all in the previous slide, you can take it as that. I think this is what happened. I think Durk more than likely didn't settle. I think more than likely they had enough info. It's like, shit, we kind of got to drop this one. Maybe Durk didn't know because Bombshell was still on the hook. They said, hey, we finna get rid of Durk's portion of this. We finna get rid of this part of this. Or they may be. I don't know who the hell they are. Let me see. Exceed Talent Capital. Let me look these little people up real quick. Because if they literally represent rappers, I ain't gonna lie. Shit. They could be screwed. Because right now, you kind of got to look at it like, I don't think I should be doing this. And some of y'all be like, well, it's $12 million. Yeah, it could be. But let's read up what Exceed Talent Capital is. It's a fintech company that provides a platform for fans to invest in the creator economy by buying securities that represent a percentage of an artist, athlete, or influencer's income streams. That sounds illegal. It operates as a marketplace where fans can invest in specific talents through its app, gaining access to a new asset class beyond traditional investment. The company allows fans to become part of the success of their favorite artists, not just through financial investment, but through exclusive rewards and engagement opportunities. I could buy one of you rappers. I'm finna see what I can do. Investment structure. Fans can invest in a talent's income streams, which can include royalties from music, merchandise, live performances, and advertisement. Exceed Talent Capital acquires rights of these assets and offers them to investors as talent shares. Not bad. Fan engagement. The platform fosters engagement by allowing fans to invest in talent they admire. Beyond the financial investment, this can include receiving exclusive rewards, benefits, and activities. Company operations. Exceed Talent Capital is a private company that has raised funding and has been involved in the music industry and entertainment industry. Risk. Investments in talent shares are subject to significant risks, including the talent's performance, industry factors, and other economic and technological risks. Investors are encouraged to read the detailed risk factors and offering documents before they invest. That is fascinating. Hell no, I ain't doing that shit. I don't even trust these rappers, bro. A lot of these, and this is, shout out to them though. I'm not trying to hate on it, but I gotta know more about your favorite rapper, and I know way too much about your favorite rapper to know. Listen, bro, that would have been bad for business if it would have blew up even further. Because what would have happened more than likely is people would have got rid of shares. It's kind of ugly to kick somebody while they're down, but you could also say Bombshell didn't have the legal right to represent Durk the way that they was. So all in all, is it a win for Lil Durk, Nash? You got us here. Was it a win? Was it a win? Yes, it was a win. Anytime you ain't on no lawsuit, being sued is always a W. And like I told y'all on the Diddy video on the Reloaded channel, yeah. Whoop civil lawsuits, whoop all lawsuits, get up out of there, bro. But other than that, all in all, it's a win for Durk. Bombshell, on the other hand, hell nah, it look like they still on his heels. But maybe they work something out. It wouldn't be out the realm of possibilities that they paid him out, but bad publicity is bad publicity. And I don't think it would have looked good had they continued to go forward and all of this shit. So now that I think about it, they could have been like, look, they're going on trial in about 2 months. If he gets found guilty, we don't want to be in that business, do we? Or do we? I personally would have kept his ass on there. Like, hey, bro, still do what you need to do. Now that you locked up forever, how many albums do you have? And we have exclusivity to those? Shit. I don't know. What y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think happened, bro? I think he... Shit, yeah. I think he probably just paid him like $1 million to go away. And that was that. Because, bruh, He got a couple of lawsuits on. He got the Mama Duck lawsuit going on, the Lil Pop lawsuit going on. Who else lawsuit he got going on? He got a couple of lawsuits, bro. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want those lawsuits. If y'all want those damn lawsuits, bro, just let me know. I'm gonna let y'all know exactly. Mama Duck, she got one against him. Lil Pop got one. And there's other lawsuits. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all want those lawsuits, by the way. We'll put them out there, and, so be it, so be it, so be it. So subscribe to the best and notified, share to keep your people aware. We are 35K, almost 34K away from, we're literally like 200 subscribers away from 34K on a giveaway. So subscribe today so we can hurry up and get rid of this. And look, hey, if y'all want to, bro, when it's time, once we pass the 400 one, we'll give out the newer game systems too. I don't have no problem. Just keep hitting that like button. That's the best thing you can do is hit that like button and comment your thoughts. Other than that, click right here and see how Offset ultimately royally screwed his whole entire career. Can't believe I got to say that, but it's true. It's true. Click right here to find out, or click right here for the playlist, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Damn, my Giants suck.